live. So I apologize. And now I have to do low power mode. Give me 1 second. Oh, so I'm so sorry. Like literally the first 10 seconds of this live. So like if anybody goes back to watch it, you're like, what the heck? Why did it freeze? I was charging my phone, uploading a video to the I don't know if that's signing right. You know what I'm talking about. And it was like a 2-minute video I made. Took 5 minutes to process. It was kind of a long time to process, do the thumbnail and stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't even do a whole lot with my thumbnail. But anyway, it's Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the live. You cleaning up in there? I know you not. It's gonna be a kind of a quick live. You got jokes, huh? It's gonna be kind of a quick live because we actually have the car today, and we're gonna go. That's a good knuckle crack. We're gonna go get some Raising Cane's. I don't care what people be saying. Ooh, you black and you like Raising Cane's? Quite frankly, I do. Too much hate. Too much hate with that. Hey, let's put these totes up. Too much hate with the...
You can't past me.
I'm gonna jump over you.
No. You can't get past me.
People can like what they like.
Ow.
You be careful. Can you at least put your totes away?
No.
Go and put them totes away, boy.
No.
Then you're not gonna watch no TV.
Eat.
So you want to watch TV, right?
Eat, mommy.
Right. So you put your totes away so you can watch TV. So what I was saying, we about to go into my dungeon. This is my craft closet. So I'm sorry it's dark as hell up in here. God damn. But I was saying, yeah, we're in my craft room. There's no lights in this closet. I was just putting something away. And then it's so tight, I have to back out, like backwards. Look, I call it the dungeon. It's the dungeon. Well, so I'm going to make it a quick live. We're going to start with the outline of our, come on, focus, our Plankton Rug. Because I still can't decide which yarn I want to use for the actual, what are you doing on the floor? For the actual rug. Because I'm like, this is all the green I have of this lighter one. I don't know if it's going to be enough for that. At first, I was like, I want to do this darker green because I have enough of that. Get around you. You got to clean this up, y'all. This is crazy. You need to clean that up. He needs to leave, or you need to leave, whatever what you call it. I see you. Can you at least put your totes away so you can watch TV? Or you ain't getting no TV?
I don't want to watch TV.
These are the glass jars for those that were curious. These are now dry. We're recycling old jars. This one's going to be some cookies with chocolate chips around it. This is going to be like different color hearts.
Mom.
What's up?
Mom.
And this is going to be some flowers with some dots. Don't say what's up.
No.
We saving these. This is the Grateful Dead rug came out. I don't want to have my finger so you can see the whole thing. Confidential goods. You already know. This mouse pad will be available later today. I need to take pictures. All right, put these totes up. Can you do that for me? Let's not stick our fingers in there. Why are you sticking your fingers in the orange juice? No. Here, come here. You're going to have sticky sleeves. Sticky sleeves. Because you being nasty.
Eat, mommy.
I'm looking for a towel. You're going to have sticky sleeves. Here you go. Wipe your hands and don't do that again. Because that's nasty. Put this tote away. And why there's toys in your totes. Put those up. Take them out. Doing the splits. Okay, I'm trying to get him set up. You want to watch TV, right? Okay, well, let's put these totes away.
Mommy, I'm doing the splits.
I seen it.
Dang.
Oh, this is fully charged. Oh, I messed up. It didn't do the right code. he locked it. He tried the password too many times. Now you gotta wait 5 minutes. I ain't do that on purpose. I thought it, why is that in your mouth? I thought I entered the correct password. My finger must have slipped because now it's like locked for 5 minutes. I only tried one. Hey, Ninja Man. Ninja Manjargo or whatever they call it. We about to start on the no. You be careful. Oh, I'm shaking it up. I'm gonna shake the room. Okay, watch out. You gonna get hurt doing your gymnastics up in here. You're not doing gymnastics. Then what are you doing? Is this the same yarn?
I'm doing stuff.
This doesn't look like the
I'm
same
doing
yarn.
stuff, Mommy. I'm doing stuff to clean up.
I think this is a slightly different black.
I'm doing stuff to clean up to watch TV.
You are cleaning up to watch TV?
Yes.
I'm gonna trip on you. Get up.
No.
I don't think this is the correct yarn. So I'm gonna use this bigger one.
Ow, ouch, ouch.
What are you doing?
Ouch.
See? Get out. You're gonna. There's a lot of stuff up here. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of stuff up in there. It's the craft room. All right. So we arting. We're gonna art today.
Ninjas. Mommy, you need like a ninja.
You need to clean up in there because we about to leave. We're gonna do a quick little live today. So I'm getting my yarn out. Don't leave. You said you wanted to go to Raising Cane's. Like we had chili yesterday. If y'all was here for the live, we made chili. So that was lunch and dinner. Thank you for the like. And so we'll have Raising Cane's today. We'll go out for that. And dinner will just be chilies or chili. The chili. Because like I make enough for at least 2 days. So we're just threading our punch needle. As the influencers do. My skin too dark. Put your cards up, babe. And your toad's still out.
Eat, Mommy.
You gonna eat?
Mommy.
He gonna eat me. Don't eat me.
I love you, Mommy.
We're just threading. There's new content on the OF. I'm just saying, like, that's why I didn't start exactly at 12. I was trying to upload a video and it took way longer. I have no idea what you're talking about. I feel like I might just switch the colors. Hopefully that don't look crazy. That might look cold though. Always gotta be different. If I were to do... This is the rug we're about to make. Who's saying nasty stuff? Oh. I'm on Snapchat, so if you want to snap later today, my Snapchat is Swagapants. SWAGGAPANTS. And it'll come up as Ashlee is Beautiful. And that used to be like my thing for everything was Ashlee is Beautiful. I just changed it to my name. But we're making this big old Plankton rug. We're going to be punch needling it. So you reverse it and it'll show on this side the correct way.
Mommy,
What's up?
I'm stuck.
How you stuck?
And this, can you use your superpower?
Can you use your superpowers?
No,
Has it been 5 minutes
Can you
yet?
use your superpower? Mommy,
So there's two outlines.
my superpower.
There's the one closest to him, which we're going to do black. And I didn't want it to be like a floating rug. Hopefully all of that's in there.
Don't get me out of here. I'm stuck. Get your superpower.
There's no outline. That's okay. That was what was tripping me up.
I'm stuck.
Bear, get out of there before you break it. Okay, that was the trippy part. That line. That's weird. There was not a continuous outline. That was the crazy part. You be careful.
Ouch. It's not fun.
Okay, I wasn't even laughing. See, you was doing all of that. We'll see how much light I have on this. Okay, let's put the totes away for the last time.
Okay. Ow.
Hello from Portugal. We got a light on now. So we'll see how long this lasts. Oh, I literally have one bar in this. But yeah, so we're gonna start with a black outline. I'm gonna just start here. Where's my marker? There we go. And we're gonna punch this.
Mom,
What's up?
you hear something?
I hear you not cleaning.
I hear you not listening.
You not listening.
You're not listening.
Oh, ow. Don't do that. Go clean up, please.
Ouch.
Please?
Ow.
No TV?
Yes.
Okay.
Ow. Ouch. Ow.
So today we had a couple errands to run, but I went to Target because I needed to get a bigger or longer HDMI cord. And Target had one for like 15 feet and it was $18 for a freaking cord. Why are cords so freaking expensive? This is really fun. Like, I love punch needling. $18? Inflation is freaking insane. For a 15-foot cord. That's more than $1 per foot. Them cards ain't being put away. Now be careful. So this is what it looks like from the other side. Let me pull it back. I got that cord for like $18.99. I see you jumping. Do a flip. This is what it looks like from the other side. Doesn't look like much right now. It's making loops. You better chill out. See? That's what I'm saying. For an HDMI is freaking expensive. And so that, and then I got gloves because once I finish this rug, this is a bigger rug compared to that Grateful Dead rug I showed y'all. If it's a Grateful, or I'm sorry, not if it's a Grateful Dead. But if it's a smaller rug, I'm going to just use regular glue. But if it's a bigger rug, I'm going to use carpet glue. So yeah, and I smear it. I smear it with my hand, so I use gloves. These gloves. Guess how much this pack $100. Guess how much 100 gloves were. I only use one at a time. I guess it's bless you. I knew that was coming. What it has some is said on here. Deal worthy. So it'll last me a while because I only use like one at a time. $10.99 for 100 stinking gloves. Imagine if I was doing medical work. That I swore hey, Bear. We need to be cleaning up. You locked yourself out, so I'm just waiting to turn it on. Are those totes put back? 3? 2? Okay, when I count, it gets done. You be saying don't count. So that was an expensive Target trip for no reason. And not to justify it, but it's a lot of time and energy that I put into my art. So y'all can see it too. This is gonna tilt because it's kind of top heavy with this light. But yes, I was getting questions yesterday. When are you starting this rug? I'm starting it today. I got way too tired last night.
I'm not gonna do a flip, Mommy.
I don't want you to do no flip. Thank you, Jess, or is it Jessie? I want to make sure I say everyone's name right that comments. So this is my second biggest canvas as well. If you've seen the big old wooden one I have. And then this is a PVC one. This is the canvas. Why are you on my back? I do some of my work. This was the canvas I was working on before I got my more sturdier. Why are you on my back? Are them totes put away? You got one more tote to put away, and I'm gonna turn it on, okay?
Okay.
You got this. I was using an electric tufting gun on this, and it's just too much velocity, too much just inertia. I don't even know if that's the correct word.
I changed my mind, Mommy. You got me again.
Yeah. So I sell my work on confidentialgoods.com, and I currently have 20% off all of my large rugs. So my rugs can get up to 2 by 3 feet. They're 20% off. Go sit down. Okay, go sit down. You ready for TV?
Yes.
I'll be right back.
Ready,
Because you didn't put this away either. We're going to put this away. Yes, please. Okay, put that away. So something like this will be, yeah, it's confidentialgoods.com, and click the rug category on the drop down menu. But I make rugs, I do embroidery, I do stationery stuff, so I make bookmarks, stickers, magnets, and they're all like snarky stuff. So I'm like the middle, but it's slightly taking it to the extreme of like if you were to walk into a Spencer's or like a Hot Topic, probably like more of a Spencer's. Way more clever sayings and funny things, flower friendly content, I would say. So if you see some of my embroidered hoops, I did a flower, if you know what I'm talking about, 21 plus. I did a flower, but I cut out the jeans, and you know how women's jeans have the small pocket on them? I stitched the flower inside of the jeans. So I recycled some jeans and I made them back into art. And that piece is called Pocket Full of Sunshine. So, and I put a lighter in it. I glued a lighter in like the little small pocket, so it's all in a cute little hoop. I'm asking for 60 for that piece because that was really difficult to do, doing the tiny little French knots and stuff like that. This one I feel like I would ask for 90, and because this one's all by hand and I'm not using my machine, so I'm using a punch needle instead. When I do punch needling, I can get it more accurately because it goes so fast. He's over there reading and watching TV at the same time. If you've seen on my Instagram, which is Confidential Goods, I recently made a baby rug. And you know how people, when they're pregnant and when they first have their baby, they have a baby blanket made. I made a baby rug. So when you see like a baby blanket, it'll have numbers 1 through 12 on it. So you can take those progression photos as your baby ages up to 12 months old. So I made that. Be careful. I made that into a rug, but I made it an interactive rug where there's like a little flower that you could place. You can't even see that. But like you could place the flower on each month. So my friend, she had a baby last month and the baby just turned 1 month. So there's photos of that. She posted, and I did get permission to post her baby, but I'm obviously going to put an emoji on there. I am not on this line. So the nice thing, if you make an oopsie, I don't know if you can see that. My needle's in there. If I make an oopsie, pop, 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 I can pull them out. So you're never stuck if you mess up a hole. And sometimes this monk's cloth can be a little finicky. I'm trying to stay on top of the line, but once you poke it through, it expands. Yes, Plankton! Whatever sound effect he was making in this scene. But I try to do a lot of original art and things you don't see. I hate corny stuff. My tripod's on here. Stuck on the yarn. I hate corny art. So y'all have seen my whole craft room and the tools I use. This tripod's heavy for no reason. I'm trying to get the yarn. Yarn is trying to get tangled. Look at that. Get me! My shishnish. And it's just a bunch of strands anyway, so come on. All right. What I mean by like corny art is like peace, love, happiness, live, laugh, love, garbage. It's been overdone. And look, I got my first Cricut and I didn't realize they were on to the next machine. So when you're starting out, you know, people be like, get the used ones or get the older model. I feel like go big or go home. I got the second generation of Cricut and I'm like, oh, it can cut like 100 things. But then it like was glitching out. It was not updating properly and I think it was turning off on me. So I only had that for maybe a couple weeks to a month. Then I actually upgraded to the Maker 3, which cuts 300 different types of materials. And you never know where your imagination or your creativity will go. So like what I say is invest and don't limit yourself. Because with my Cricut, I make magnets. I cut like a lot of cardstock because I make my own tags. Tags for clothing, and I have like a little punch gun. What else? The backings for like earrings and for my buttons, that's all made in-house. So I don't outsource anything. So that's why I say go big or go home. You got the machine, and at the time I think it was $399. It may have gone on sale now because they came out with a newer, what are you doing? A newer Cricut or whatever. But why get a $400 machine just to make live, laugh, love on it? Why wouldn't you do your research and figure out how to make something unique? So if you see my t-shirts and stuff, they're all unique sayings. And they're all designed in Procreate. I refuse to buy the Cricut membership. Are you not even seeing what I'm doing? I'm gonna have to keep zooming out or something. I don't know if I need a microphone, but I do have one. I just want to be in earshot so y'all can hear too. But all of my stuff is designed in Procreate prior before it goes to my Cricut Maker. And I refuse to buy the Cricut subscription because it has all of these free downloadable PDFs or whatever they're called. Yes, that's what I mean. Here, sit back, babe. Sit in your chair. Sit back. It does sound corny, and I think it's a cop-out just to say, like, you make stuff. You made it, I guess. You didn't have to go to the dollar store and get the same thing with the same quality. You know, I guess you could say you make it or you made it. But this like a certain demographic. And I'm like, I understand my art is a certain demographic as well. I try to appeal to younger people and just eccentric people, people who appreciate like handmade stuff that's unique, like one of a kind stuff. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a 70s vibe, I've heard people say. This is punch needling, so I do a lot of fiber arts. I make rugs, and I in like embroidery. I do yarn paintings. So, and I'm also trying to get into making hats. I have a knitting wheel. But like I said too, Everything that I've made is all self-taught. I'm a self-taught artist. I've always been into art. I was really into drawing and did Prismacolor pencils, Prismacolor drawings mixed with oil pastels. You need to sit back, love. Sit in your chair. So I've had my Prismacolor pencil drawings when I was in high school featured in some shows, and one of my drawings has gotten published in a book, and I've gotten questions if I can make them into prints. I need to figure that out, but eventually I could sell those too if there's an interest for it. I have one person that has asked me about that, but if you've seen my whole saga of my lives, I'm pretty blunt. I'm pretty open with what's been happening in my life. We had to move twice this year, so I just haven't had like the time for that. My art is supposed to be relaxing, you know, kind of the equivalent to somebody reading a book or whatever. And that's what I was drawn to during all of this turmoil. So I'm just doing the black outline. You trace it around, you can see there's a double line happening. You trace it around, and then I'll just go ahead and fill it in. Then you have kind of a marking guide to follow. You need to sit back. Did you drink all your orange juice? Okay, put it down.
Mommy?
What am I working on?
No, you're getting whacked.
I'm getting whacked. The yarn aisle is my favorite aisle at the craft store. I used to go to my local craft store so much they finally knew me. They knew my son, and they knew probably why I was in there. But now that we move, it's the whole get to know you situation all over again. But I don't really like this one. I love Joann's. Like, I used to go to this really small Joann's. The manager knew me, and they knew, like, it's a tax write-off when I go into there because I'm making art for sale or whatever. However the term is used, for profit. So I am tax exempt, so I can have a field day. And if you have like a business, or if you want to just get into art, it's really easy to fill out the form. But I don't ever pay tax in there. Joann's is already cheap, but man, I'd be having a field day. I get a lot of stuff for under $40 when I do stop in there. I had like 4 or 5 skeins of yarn. I had a really big... I usually run out of white yarn, and I run out of... thanks for the likes, guys. And I run out of black yarn. So I was just like, you know what? As I re-up, I'm finna get 2 of these hoes. I'm just joking. I got 2 of these black ones that are like this big. And I got a bunch of just white ones. I got 1 big white one because my last rug was really, the background was all white. And I think I have 1 that's untouched of the white yarn. But white and black yarn just goes really fast for me. So I went in there, I re-upped, and I only spent like $40, and I had like 5 skeins of yarn. Some glue. I used the E6000 or whatever it's called glue for the edges, and then I need to actually get some more spray adhesive, which combines the felt to the rug. So after all of this is done and it all looks like reverse yarn, can you bleach black yarn to turn it into white? Yeah, you could. I feel like people bleach yarn anyway to get certain colors, and you have to be very careful with the lot, is what it's called. The lot, not a lot, the lot of whatever the yarn was. It'll tell you. So if you're trying to go back and match yarn, make sure it's the right color, and like if there's a defectiveness with one lot, make sure you don't buy the same lot. Okay? that was produced within the same time. And you can kind of use that with food too, I'm pretty sure. But my store is at a market. It's inside of a big market. So it was a grocery store, and then they did some renovations and made it a bunch of small businesses. So it's like a small business mall. So I have a yoga studio there, and then I have like my art displayed in, there's like a little section to shop all of my handmade stuff. But all of that to say, one of my friends or one of the other store owners there, they were bleaching yarn, but they were selling small skeins. Like, it would have been cool to try it out, because, you know, I'm the yarn queen. I'm sure there's bigger walls than this. These bins are filled with yarn and felt, but and there's just a pile of yarn over here too. But I need to buy a lot of yarn. You need a lot of yarn for rugs. So I couldn't just buy the small things, but she had cute little small skeins, probably for like smaller projects, knitting, crocheting, or whatever. But yeah, it's really cool how resourceful I've been with my yarn. Not just using my yarn to make rugs, but I use it to make yarn paintings, and I'm getting into making hats and maybe even clothing. I don't want to be a for serious knitter or crocheter. I do need to learn those skills though, because I need to learn how to fix a drop stitch. Otherwise, I just need to scrap this whole hat that I've been trying to learn how to make. It's gonna be a chunky rug though. I said this in the last live, but the one really cool thing, or the previous, whatever live, the one really cool thing about punch needling is you don't need any electricity. So you can take this wherever. As long as you got enough yarn, you'll finish your project. You just need to stretch a canvas. It can be stretched on something this size. Otherwise, I stretch monk's cloth into embroidery hoops if I have scraps of monk's cloth. Because monk's cloth is expensive. You buy a pack, it's $30. Is there types of yarn, like quality wise? It depends on the project. For making rugs, I stick with Big Twist. I like the brand Big Twist. Red Heart. This brand, Skinny Yarns. I think these are fours or whatever they call, because people assume you're probably going to use it for crocheting. So they got like whatever. You understand the packaging of this. Big Twist, Red Heart, Caron, whatever it's called. That's the color of, or the brand of this color yarn I had. I branched out a little bit, but if I can find it in Big Twist, I will buy it. And I will probably buy too many of them. For example, I brought all of the stock of this one. This label almost fell off. Retro Pop is the color. I brought like all 4 of these, and I've only used it on one project. Couldn't pass this up. This would be a really cute hat though. Look, just, it's all of my favorite colors. I'm always using like a blush pink or some type of pink and mustard. Those are the colors I always have in stock. This is what I'm talking about. This mustard yarn, one of my favorite yarns to always keep in stock, and this blush pink. These 2 colors go together so nice. And then I had that multicolor yarn. So you need to sit back. I know. So we'll see how long we go. My tummy is growling. Because we got the car, so I was like, oh, let's treat ourselves. We'll go out for lunch today. I'm usually making stuff at home. The yarn has to be able to fit the needle. So I got a fatter needle. It was all a learning curve to learn the proper equipment to use, etc. I got a nice one. I'm not gonna pull it out now. I would. Let me see. Don't twist funny. I know. You got to find a good spot to store it. I'm trying to see. So I got this Artiste punch needle for $5. I love how cheap stuff is because then, like, you know, you can make really big and cool stuff with it. But I got this from Hobby Lobby for $5. And this, you got to make sure the needle, see that? The needle is fat enough because they have chunky yarn, which is better for like crocheting and stuff like that. Trying to fix this up. That would be better for crocheting. What's the word? I'm gonna just throw some words to get some letters. Amenigaba, whatever it's called when people make animals with crocheting. Don't look up. Siri, what is because you're not gonna get the results. But y'all know what I'm talking about. When people be making animals, they like to use the chunky yarn. Like you can use this yarn for crocheting, and I'm no crochet expert, but you're just gonna have tighter knit stuff. It's a skinnier yarn. The chunky yarn looks way better, or it looks nice with for projects like making stuffed animals and stuff like that. But I'll show you this was the hat I was working on. And I need to fix the drop stitch or figure out how to unravel it. There's a lot of yarn. Okay. This is a knitting loom knitting wheel. So I've been making a hat. Isn't that freaking cool? This will be the bottom of the hat that you can roll up. And then the hat's going to be purple and cinch at the top. I need to figure out how to fix a drop stitch. As you can see, this is very ugly. One of my stitches dropped as I was cranking it. Knitting, this has also been a really relaxing craft to pick up. Because you can, there's like 2 settings on here. Tube or whatever the P stands for. Pattern? I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. You can make knitted hats in like 15 minutes. But like I said, I don't want to be a full-on crocheter. But it did come with a crochet hook. So I can learn. Or maybe I can just pull them off. I'm going to do that. Because then I could save the yarn. And I'll just have a big long strand and I'll just reinsert it and start from scratch. Because it only takes 15 minutes to make a hat. So once I get good at that, or if I can meet up with my friend, or maybe we can do a video chat. If somebody crochets and I'll show you something, you show me something like that. Of how to fix a drop stitch. Because I've tried it so many times and I just feel like I keep stretching out my yarn. But this is going to be a really cute hat once I figure out how to make hats. And then you can make sweaters. Like, look at it looks like I knitted this. But all I did was weave one piece of yarn, get it secure, and then just cranked it until this happened. So I call it witchcraft when you're crafting, because you can make like really cool stuff and people are like, what? I do need to get a yarn counter. I should have got the correct machine. Okay, I think I solved my problem though. I don't mind redoing it. I'm not in a rush. I'm trying to finish out the year with making hats. This was like a side quest, this Squidward. I had an epiphany or a vision, if you will. And I was like, oh, I gotta make this. And I have like this ever extending, I need something to drink because I'm gonna keep talking. This ever extending Word document of future projects I wanna make. And then this Plankton Rug was like, do it. Do it. So I did it. Or how does the phrase go? I don't know if I'm a do it girl. I did it. I got me a Capri Sun. Okay. Oh. I really made this craft room my home finally for the one time. I've moved my studio, my craft studio, 3 or 4 times. That's crazy. Needed to quench my thirst. But I finally have like kind of my own personal closet. Literally the only thing that's not per se all of mine, there's coats. All the winter coats are in there. But besides that, all of my random junk I can finally just hide in there. I am ready for Christmas. I was debating, I was talking in the live if I should do this Christmas market. And I need to get good at my hats because I know hats will sell well. My coasters usually sell well, but I don't. See, that's the thing. I'm like Spencer's. Freak. I don't want to compare myself like that, but like, you know, I'm my own entity, confidential goods. But I think it's a cop-out when you just make seasonal stuff just to make a quick buck. Because that's not what I'm focusing on. Squidward is not, I'm sorry. Plankton is not seasonal. This is something you can use year round. So like, I thought about making some punch needle reefs, but we're already almost, it's moving quick. We're almost in the middle of November. Now that winter craft market is next month. I'm like, if I can get it together, then I'll sign up for it. I have plenty of things to sell. Like, don't get me wrong. I have embroidered custom jeans I've done. I have a bunch of like apparel, and it's all on my website. And I have a bunch of rugs and paintings. Like, my goal has just been working on creating art so then the room, my studio can look full when you come to shop. But I know for seasonal things, a hat. You can use a hat not year round, but like you can use a hat more often, and like, you know, just picking out the correct color. So then it's not like I can only wear this for special occasions or whatever. So I really need to learn how to make hats. Once I crank those out and I got about 5 or 6 of them, then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna sign up for this. Because I really want to sell hats at my next market. All of that to say that. But I'm just trying to coast with hats. That's why I really want to learn that. That's the last machine I need to learn. That tilted weird. That's the last machine I need to learn. I know how to use my Cricut machine. I know how to use tufting. I learned how to punch needle, how to embroider, labeling. I've all self-taught myself how to do. Now, the last machine I said I would buy, and I'm sticking to it. For the last 4 years that I've been doing this business, was this knitting machine that I just showed y'all. Once I get that on and popping, you can make sweaters from that machine. Like, you can switch the setting up and start making armholes and all of that. Because my goal is to have a boutique. You feel me? My store, the whole purpose of my store is to have awesome fashion you can wear, and then your house matches your aesthetic. So using the same colors or even the same materials, you can look like your house. I think that's kind of cool. Like, you know, it's cool when you match the aesthetic. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking when you see how somebody was dressed, and then you finally get to their house and like, okay, I see why you dress like that. You know, I think that's cool. So that's just kind of my whole thing. And also, if you are getting into crafting or just want to do something fun, hobby, I like learning multiple types of medias, mixed medias. I've always been a mixed media girly. I actually got put on by my art teacher because they force you to do that, and then I was like, I don't want to do this. I only want to use crayons, or I only want to use markers. Once you do mixed media, then it's just like that changed the whole game up. Then people are like, well, how did you do? Oh, and then you get to explaining. Then you got all of these talents under your belt, and they can only come to you. I have a sewing machine randomly. It's collecting dust in there. I also learned I learned how to make buttons. I have a button press, and I will be making new designs for that. But I have a sewing machine that was like the very first machine that I brought out of the Cricut and all of the other machines I use. But once I learned how to sew, I like to sew by hand. But once I learned how to thread the machine, it's always the threading. Everything I do involves a needle, punch needling, embroidery. They all involve a needle. But once I learned how to thread the freaking sewing machine that's collecting dust, I'm going to be making more pillows. I made pillows in the past, but I've always sewed them by hand. It'll make me way more efficient to be able to make a whole lot more stuff. I'm just seeing this yarn. It's not going fast because I still got this hunking thing. But I'm definitely probably going to use, I'm going to flip-flop the colors. This looks way more like Plankton. Out of the light, this looks way more like Plankton than this color. And it's not going fast, the black, but I know it'll be enough for this project. Go ahead, sit back, babe, or go to the bathroom. All right, we got about 9 minutes. I was just gonna do like an hour live today, because then we're gonna go and get some food. Questions, comments, concerns. I want to also do offer like mentoring. I offer mentoring in like all of my walks of life. Of yoga, from therapy to how to open a business. But I also want to offer like mentoring or like teaching workshops on how to do the things I do with art. How to punch needle and things like that. Do that at my studio because we finally have the space for it again. Set up a few tables. Y'all can go ham. If you want to see me, I may be there tomorrow. I got to see with the car situation because I share a car. I may be there tomorrow, Friday, but definitely I will be there Sunday. Shout out to my friend Queese. He set up, what is happening with this? The lines are getting blurred. He set up our flat screen, so I put together a little slideshow that I can always change. Hey, Bizak. We only got a few minutes left. I was gonna make this kind of a quick live because I'm actually gonna go out and get some lunch today. But I appreciate everybody that has joined here. I doubt I'll get the whole outline done in 7 minutes. Tell a friend. Also, y'all, I know people usually start Discords and stuff like that. Should I do that or should we just hang out here? Because I have like a lot of platforms I already manage. I'm on TikTok, but we don't know how long she gonna be there. Snapchat, Instagram, several pages of Instagram, and then I should start it. I'm on Discord, but I don't have like my own channel or whatever they call it. Yeah, my tummy growling. Every time we go to Raising Cane's, it's like a club. We all fam. Like, they had a disco ball up in there because they just added them over where I live. And the line, it'll literally be like a club. The line be going out the building. I'm like, it's November. Y'all still chilling outside? Crazy. Oh, but for those that did not see, where's the young one? He's watching TV just for a hot second because we're gonna get going. Thanks for asking though. This was the last project we finished. I finished this yesterday. So this will be available in my shop. I want it to be used like a mouse pad, or you could use it for coasters and things like that. I put my little tag. So yeah, this is all punch needle. This is the exact same thing, this exact same technique. I'm just working on a bigger canvas. So that will be added later today. It's nice I finally got lights too in the studio. We've got this one, however long this is gonna last. It's got 1 bar. And then I got this magnifying one, and I'm always gonna shout this magnifying light out because there's literally no lights in here. I don't know what that is. It's not a smoke detector. But I only have this light at night, and then I have this light on my desk. And this light on my desk is a soft light. This light has like 3 different settings, and if I'm really working on something intricate, it's a magnifying glass, which is really cool. I just added this salt lamp. I've had that for years, but I don't really need it. But we have too many lights. It's always a thing. Go pick your cup up.
No, I think it.
Okay, go sit on the toilet then. We always had too many lights at the house. But it's always a good thing because now it's winter and you realize why you have so many lights because it gets so freaking dark. But that magnifying light can light up the room. I can't think of the lyrics, but that's probably ADD. It's definitely. I can't wait until y'all understand the voices in my head. I'm joking. But like understand the inside jokes I be saying, because that'd be really funny. But thank you for the new subscribers. We've been going crazy. I was at fresh 2,000, just grinding it out for like 10 years. Y'all be like, what? Yes. What voices? I'm joking. But like when I make like an inside joke, y'all get the reference. Or if I'm like, oh, I'm a goofy goober, like that's obvious. It's SpongeBob I'm talking about. I ain't got no voices in my head. Everybody has a voice though. We be having meetings. Or if you've seen that meme, business owners be having meetings when they be talking out loud. This is a meeting, you know?
Watch out!
What?
A snake!
A snake?
He's gonna eat us.
Well, I don't want to get eaten.
Me too.
Be careful. All right, we got about 3 minutes before I go ahead and end this live. What's everybody's plans for today? We hanging on the live, which I appreciate, but y'all doing anything afterwards? I got a chill night. Probably gonna go back to working on this. I am gonna make a video. I finally need to post a yoga video to OF because I've been way too tired. So I need to do that tonight. Actually, I need to stay up. Because nap or bedtime, I'd be going to sleep too. Oh, you're going to sleep? Well, thank you for tuning in. He got big hands. Maybe we'll take a vote. I can do a poll. So I may do one on the community page and see if we should start a Discord and all of that. If there's questions, or if y'all have like questions about crafting or yoga, whatever it is, lifestyle stuff, chit chat, there's a place. Ooh, careful. Sometimes this needle can get sharp. All right, we got 1 minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This is as y'all even see what I was doing. This is as far as we got. I usually just leave the needle plugged in, but there's 2 lines, so we started here. You can see where that you have to leave a little bit out, but we started here. We went up, and then we came around the outside, past that, went around his little stubby feet. We actually got pretty far. I knew we weren't going to, we're almost done because his antennas were a different color. But I knew we probably wouldn't get all the way around because I have to do a double line on that. But yeah, here, let me back it up so y'all can see. Hey, muscles. We're ending the live. I was just showing y'all how far we got. Don't eat that. Are you eating your finger? So that's what it's starting to look like. See, it's a double line we got to. We wrapped it around, and the rest is like a singular line. So it gets, I love like the thickness visual it gives. Hey, from Argentina. We're making a Plankton rug, and we're gonna do it all by hand. This is the biggest punch needle rug I've ever made. I use my tufting gun for it, but I'm like, I'm gonna do this as a punch needle. So, yay! Platforms. Please like and subscribe. You can check me out here. We'll see if I go live. Maybe I'll do 2 lives tomorrow. Loud ass truck. Maybe I do a live again at noon tomorrow. That's kind of been my thing, doing lives at noon. But they've been sporadic in the past because Fridays we always have class. We host class here. I did yoga last week, so this Friday, tomorrow, we're gonna do like a boot camp. And I'm debating or seeing if I have the car, if I can make it to my studio, then I'll do the boot camp from my studio. Otherwise, we'll just do it in a craft room on my yoga mat. Ah! Ooh, on my yoga mat here. But yeah, this light is wild. Platforms, as I was saying. So I'm on Snapchat as Swagapants. You can follow me on my Facebook, the Ashlee CrazyYoga, and Confidential Goods. Same thing for Instagram, is the same thing. Studio page, craft page. OF, Peach's Secret. You're already on YouTube. That's it. Thank you for being here, being awkward, being cool, being you. Have an awesome day.